And while Bradley Manning awaits a verdict in his case, fellow whistleblower Edward Snowden is trying to figure out his next steps after disclosing classified information about the NSA. Authorities here in the U.S. charged Snowden under the Espionage Act for revealing details on government's massive surveillance system. He remains in a Moscow airport terminal while Russia weighs his asylum request. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder sent a letter to the Russian government on Friday, assuring that Snowden didn't qualify for asylum because of the leaker's claims that he would face torture and the death penalty if he returned. Holder says those claims are untrue. Holder said, quote, "First, the United States would not seek the death penalty for Mr. Snowden should he be returned to the United States. Second, Mr. Snowden will not be tortured. Torture is unlawful in the United States." But are Snowden's concerns so unfounded? Holder's promise notwithstanding, the United Nations characterized the U.S. government's treatment of first-class Private Bradley Manning as cruel, inhumane, and degrading during his pretrial detainment. That treatment included locking Manning up alone for 23 hours a day and forcing him to strip naked at night. Eric Holder isn't the only one taking action to bring Snowden stateside. In the Senate on Thursday evening, U.S. sanctions against any country offering asylum to Snowden passed unanimously in committee. The sanctions, introduced by South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, demand that the State Department coordinate with lawmakers on setting penalties against nations that seek to help Snowden avoid extradition to the United States. Countries that could face these sanctions include Russia, along with Bolivia, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. Meanwhile, these NSA leaks have struck a chord worldwide. Listening to the managing director of Transparency International in Germany explain the effects of the disclosures in his country, which led the organization to award the 2013 Whistleblower Prize to Snowden.
We would, of course, very much hope and would welcome him if he could take the prize here in Berlin on 30th of August. Personally, we have always encouraged the German government to invite Edward Snowden on a witness protection program, because the information he has given have indications that there might have been violations of German laws, and it should be the job of the German prosecutor to look into these, and one of the key witnesses would be Edward Snowden. And tomorrow, several groups have called for a demonstration in German cities. There will be demonstrations in about 30 cities under the headline, "Stop Watching Us." So I think we see that he tapped a nerve there, something people feel very strong about in Germany, and we will see where this will lead further.
Whether this prize will help Snowden leave the airport terminal he has called home for so long now, that we do not know.